The 21st night, September, love was chasing the mind of pretenders while we're chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were singing in the key that a soul was ringing. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Oh, 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 fire. Say that you remember. Fire. Dancing in September. Fire. Never was a cloudy day. My thoughts are with you, holding hands in your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. And now December, with the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Oh, 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 fire. Say that you remember. Fire. Dancing in September. Fire. Never was a cloudy day. Our hearts were ringing in the key that a soul was singing. Only blue talking love. Remember, never a cloudy day. And this is fire. Say that you remember. Fire. Dancing in September. Fire. Never was a cloudy day. And this is fire. Say that you remember. Fire. Dancing in September. Fire. Never was a cloudy day.
Thank you, Aidan Farrell. I'm Brendan Swanson. I'm Brian Forwell and Rustin Baldwin on drums. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to everybody online. We are going to take it down a bit. We are going to take it down into our invocation song, which is a song written by Reverend Karen Mitchell in this very moment. So take it away, Aidan.
When I forget we are one, and I regret things that I've done, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am right where I should be. As I fill my mind with peace, feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am. when things go wrong and the way is dark, when I lose my soul and life breaks my heart, I'll go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I stand. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. Feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am free.
Beautiful. It's okay. You can clap. That was amazing. That was amazing. Take a moment. Breathe in. Breathing into your heart space, into the love. Breathing out peace. And I invite you to contemplate this statement. Nothing in the universe ever grows from the outside in. Nothing in the universe ever grows from the outside in. It starts within each one of us, this kernel of truth, this kernel of love that resides in our heart, that can grow and grow and grow. For love is the unifying force that resides within our hearts. It unifies everything. So just for a moment, allow yourself to drop from your head down into your heart. Drop down. Breathe. Breathe into your heart and breathe in the love. The love that is within, the love that is all around us. It is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniactive at all times. It is what heals. So when we drop down into our heart can hold any pain, any trauma, any hurt, and transform it into love, into a healing energy that moves throughout our cellular being. Our heart has the capacity to heal any dis-ease in our mind. Any dis-ease in our mind. Give it over to your heart. Give it over to your heart and surrender and let go. And open yourself up to receiving your good. open yourself up to receiving your good. And so once again, breathe in the love. Breathe out peace, recognizing that nothing in the universe grows from the outside in. Go in deep. It's worth it. And so it is. So, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to your spiritual home. What does it mean to have a spiritual home? Well, we believe that all people from all walks of life, religion, and race are beautiful, powerful, and creative individualizations of this one life, this one intelligent, loving energy of universal consciousness, the one life. And whether you are spiritual or religious or non-denominational or agnostic or atheist, this is a place where you can come in and love yourself so fully and completely as you are right here, right now. And we honor and embrace all the diversity of all cultures and faiths, and our center embodies universal spiritual principles, these new thought principles that there is love only, and that there is a power for good in the universe that is greater than all of us, and we can use it. So I would also like to acknowledge that this center is situated upon the traditional territories of the Wendat Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nations. And as a spiritual center, we also recognize and honor the spiritual mystics and the masters that have walked this earth plane, the masters that are walking this earth plane, and leaving their imprint of teachings for us to learn from. So, as a community, we celebrate community connection and happiness, wellness, and inspiration. And our vision statement is, and I'll invite you to say it all out loud together, love only, forgive everything, remember who you are. And of course, when we remember who we truly are, the other two are easier, much easier to follow along. So I'm going to invite you now to stand up, and we are going to sing our community song, I Can See Clearly Now.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. There is the rainbow I've been waiting on. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Woo! Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. sunshiny day. Woo! It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yeah. Gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Oh, and I feel like I have my voice back and I can actually sing. Whoa. Yay. I am going to invite up to the front here our practitioner of the day, a brilliant woman who always has some really incredible things to share. So she is the lead of our practitioner corps. So come on up, Judy Southern. Yay.
And hello, everybody online. Wonderful to be here. I have a story. Everybody likes a story, don't you? Once upon a time, there lived people who loved the light. And at sunrise every morning, they sang songs of celebration for the light. And when the sun went down, they sang sad songs of missing the sun's light. They did not love the darkness. And when darkness fell, they hurried to bed because they could only bear this darkness when they were asleep. And the people really wished that the sun would not set and the darkness would never fall. And in this land, there were two remarkable children, twins, a girl who seemed to shine from within. Whenever she entered a room, everything seemed to get brighter. And the other twin was a boy, and he seemed to bring darkness with him. And when he entered a room, everything seemed a little dimmer, and he reminded them of the darkness of the night. And as they grew, it was clear that these were magical children. And the girl had the power to bring back life to those who were harmed, and she could heal cuts and bruises. And when she was a teenager, she could make the crops grow faster and larger and fuller, and she could bring plants and animals back to life. Now, the boy had the power to calm and quiet anything. He could help his family go to sleep more quickly. He could calm animals when they were frightened. And he would go to an animal or a person who was hurt and allow them and help them to be calm enough to allow his sister's healing to work. And when he was a teenager, he could calm the storms and winds and rain. He could bring anything to stillness. And one day the people decided to ask the girl to see if her magic could hold the sun in the sky and stop the night. The girl was reluctant, but she decided to try just to get them to stop bothering her. So just as the sun was at its highest point, she went out onto the top of the highest hill and she threw her arms up to the sky. And she asked the sun to stop and to stay right there at the top of the sky forever. And it became clear to the people that something had actually happened. The sun did stop in the sky. The people were overjoyed. There was a big celebration and they sang all of their songs celebrating the sun. They were very happy, at least for a week. Soon they began to get tired. They'd always slept with a fire to ward off the darkness, and sleeping in the full light of the sun was really difficult. They tossed and they turned and they woke up constantly. Some of them remembered that the boy could help them sleep. So soon the exhausted, frustrated people began to see that this constant sunlight was really a problem. Though they still loved the light, they began to wish that the sun would once again move in the sky. They decided that something must be done. So again, they asked the girl to use her magic and to get the sun to move again. She was reluctant, but she agreed to try. She went to the top of the highest hill, threw her arms up to the sky, and asked the sun to move. Nothing happened. And she tried again, but nothing happened. the people began to feel a sense of panic. The boy stepped forward and he said softly, "Let me try." So he took his sister's place at the top of the hill, threw his arms up to the sky, and asked the sun to move. The sun began moving at once, rushing toward the western horizon, and within minutes it had set, and pretty soon it was a full dark night. Now the people had nothing to light their way, and they became frightened again, until one of them looked up and exclaimed, "Look!" Everyone looked up, and they all saw stars shining for the first time. They had never been outside at night, and had had no idea of the incredible beauty of a night sky, a night full of stars, radiant light. They stopped hurrying home, and then they stopped hurrying home, and they stood and they stared in wonder. And when they realized how very tired they were, they slowly started home again, and they had a very long sleep this time. The people rested and were glad, and they appreciated the darkness for the very first time in their lives. The sun rose again in the morning, and as it did, the people got out of their beds and sang their songs to celebrate the coming of the light. But at the end of the day, as the sun began to sink toward the horizon, they didn't sing their sad songs anymore. They began singing a new song, a slow, quiet song of thanksgiving for the night, and it became their new sunset song. And as time went by, they got used to the night and day again with more reverence for the night. They knew that light and darkness are best when kept in balance. So now we're into the month of December. The winter solstice is upon us on December the 21st, the shortest day, the longest night. So let's give thanks for this cycle of light and dark and appreciate all the Christmas lights on the outside and the light within us all on the inside, radiating outwards. On December 21st, give thanks for the light that once again will begin its journey again into its brilliance and into another new beginning. Shine your light. Your light shines brighter in the dark, you know. Be your incredible, beautiful light in the darkness, and remember that dark and light do exist side by side, and we see the brightest stars in the darkest skies. And if you really want a boost to shine your light, go and see the movie It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's an absolutely fabulous movie. I've seen it twice, and I guarantee you, you will walk out of that movie shining your light brighter than ever. Shine your brightest light. Namaste. So we have an affirmation, and it goes like this. I am a being of light. My heart lives in a place of peace. Beyond all emotional turbulence, I am. Please join me. I am a being of light. My heart lives in a place of peace. Beyond all emotional turbulence, I am. So I invite you, as we do a spiritual mind treatment together, I invite you to just sit in the stillness and close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you, and take a breath. For what I know is there is one beautiful, radiant, divine energy, one light that flows magnificently and lovingly into human form as each and every one of us. Each of us is a beautiful divine expression of this light, of this power, of this energy. And in this knowing, I know that all of life unfolds divinely, perfectly. All of life unfolds in divine right order. For we are beings of light. And as we allow our light to shine, wonderful things occur, wonderful things happen as we give our light to the world. So grateful for the beautiful light within each and every one of us, especially during this Christmas season where there is more dark and lots of Christmas lights and lots of light within. Grateful for the light within. I release these words to the law. I let it go. I let it be so as we shine our light And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Judy. What a great story. Here, it's okay. Thank you. Don't bend over. Yeah. Oh, I love that story. So, Aiden, is this a new song? Yeah. Yeah, another new song. She's pumping them out, woman. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is not. Can you go one more, Kim? I think there's another one. Nope. Okay. Well, we got the wrong song name. It's called I Dare You.
I dare you.
I Dare You. Yes.
She does have a song called Float, and it's great. But
Yes. That was from last week. All right. Take it away.
Oh, great. All right.
I dare you to believe in everything that's beautiful. I dare you to believe in all that you don't understand. I dare you to believe in all that could be wonderful. I dare you to believe. I dare you to try to not be so hard on yourself. I dare you to ask why you're never asking for no help. I dare you to try and finally let some love inside. I dare you to try. I dare you to be bold, become your dreams and manifest. I dare you to be bold and put your suffering to rest. I dare you to be bold and love yourself till you grow old. I dare you to be bold. I dare you to be brave and cry just when you wanna cry. You can never misbehave, so stop working on your alibi. I dare you to be brave, forgive yourself despite the shame. I dare you to be brave. I dare you to let go of everything you thought you knew. I dare you to show that stunning light inside of you. I dare you to let go and watch your life begin to flow. I dare you to let go. To let go. To let go. Let go.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Aiden Farrell, everybody.
Thank you. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I dare you. I dare you to be bold. I dare you to let go. I dare you to be courageous and live just in such love and peace and grace and abundance. You know, part of this philosophy and it is a philosophy, it is a faith, it is a way of life, not a religion, is all about letting go of the beliefs, of those erroneous ideas and thoughts that no longer serve us, and be daring enough to step into the truth of being courageous and bold and open to something much greater than what we've ever been told we're capable of creating in our lives. So, I want to begin with an excerpt from the book of the month. And, well, actually, last week I began with an excerpt of the book of the month. So this is another excerpt. It's called Embers, and by Richard Wagasami. Wagasami, yes?
I think it's Wagamese.
Wagamese, that sounds much better. Wagamese. And it is a beautiful, beautiful book written by an Ojibwe man who has passed on. It is a book of meditations and little stories. And here's one of the little stories. Me. What do I need to live at my best? Old woman. Truth and courage. Me. Not purpose and strength. Old woman. Truth and courage are purpose and strength. They are at the root of everything powerful, everything spiritual. When you keep your truth in front of you and have the courage to keep moving towards it through anything that arises, so that would be all the external circumstances, you live at your best. Me. Even if I stumble, old woman, especially then. I begin to walk more gracefully after that. How many of us have had that? Well, I'm assuming many of us, all of us, because it's part of the human experience, have had the experience of being stranded, right? Midlife. It's like, oh my God, I thought I was going here, but now I'm going there, and I don't understand why all this stuff is showing up. And all of a sudden, where did all the joy and the fun of life go? And why am I struggling so much? And where are the feelings of self-confidence that just disappear in the midst of, what seems like emptiness? And then you have days that are clear and vibrant, and when something happens, it feels like, oh no, now I'm back where I was, or life is bleak, and we think there is no light. We think, and that's what we got to stop doing, is thinking in lack and limitation, because we think wrong. There is a light in each one of us that only darkness itself can illuminate. It is the glowing calm. It is that ember that comes over us when we are finally willing to surrender, and surrender is letting go and fully accepting the ultimate truth that there is no separation between us and a universal presence of good. There is nothing outside of us that has anything over us. We are all part of one big, immersive energy of goodness. But we have to open ourselves up to that. And we can be radically empowered by recognizing that there is a part of our mind that is part of a universal mind. It is a universal mind with unlimited possibility of expansion, unlimited potential, unlimited self-expression. And when we understand that, then we can tap into our own power, our own light, and take full responsibility for nurturing it, for bringing that forth into the world. We keep waiting. Oh, when the light's out there, then I will feel light. When the joy's out there, then I will feel joy. When the abundance is out there, then I'll feel abundance. When my bank account has this much, then I'll feel prosperous. No. It's all about tapping into that internal place and experiencing the freedom internally, experiencing the power internally, the joy, the passion, the prosperity. If we don't feel prosperous, then if we don't feel prosperity, if we don't feel prosperous, then we're always just going to continue to see lack and limitation and struggle. So it really is about us stopping to look outside of ourselves for reassurance and to know that as we act and live from love, we are the ones that align ourselves with this universal matrix of potentiality of good. There is that universal matrix, but it's up to us to do the work, to really be in tune and in sync with it, to vibrate at that level of joy and love and light. So, let's stop comparing ourselves to everybody else. It's suicide to our real self to be constantly comparing and looking out there. What if we could actually make a commitment to ourselves so fully and completely that I am going to love only. I am going to be in joy. I am going to do my spiritual work internally so that I know I can show up authentically as myself and not depend on what's out there. Remember, the universe doesn't create from the outside in. So it's our work to step into our own place of home. For each one of us is so beautifully rooted from the same source of life. But each one of us does this in our own unique way. And unity doesn't mean uniformity. We can live together in harmony. We can live together in cooperation without infringing on the lives of others. We have the power to do that. Can you imagine what the world would be like if we all kind of got that? Like really embodied it and lived from that place? Because that's the real meaning of democracy and freedom, is to live in harmony with cooperation and not infringing on others. You know, sometimes hard to do with a husband or family or colleagues, right? And they're like, driving me nuts. I'll own it, driving me nuts. But that too is our work, right? To come back into peace, no matter what, no matter what. You know, one of the great lessons of life is to learn to really be ourselves, to really embody who we are, because then we have the power to live fully and completely. There is a spirit that is your authentic self, and it is indestructible, and it always has this desire to create and expand and know more and more and more goodness. And I remember once I've had people say to me, "You're never satisfied. You always want more." And I'm like, yeah, I do want more. And I want more, and I want more, and I want more until I evolve into whatever's next, and I'll have more of that too. We're the ones that have come to this idea that, you know, we should be satisfied. Be satisfied with what you got. Anybody get that message growing up? Yeah. No. The spirit is constantly expanding. So to be able to really, allow ourselves to be in that expansive place and take in more and more and more. And we can handle it. We have that capacity. It's called our mental equivalence. As we take in more, we feel worthy of more, and our idea of ourselves grows and grows, so our vessel becomes larger and larger, and we can take in more love, more goodness, more prosperity, and it gets larger and larger and larger, and then, that's as far as my hands go right now. But you get, it goes on and on and on. There are no limitations to the good that we can have in our life. And when we have the awareness that we are in unity with a law of mind that gives us access to our own creative genius and our own creative genius of the universe, which has no intention for us other than the intention that we choose to give it. So what is your intention? To expand and grow and evolve, take in more and more good, no matter what's going on, or to shrink and contract and limit yourself? What is your intention? And I know for myself, every day it's, what is my intention here? What is my intention? How am I going to show up? What am I going to do? What am I going to declare for myself? And, setting our intentions is like standing on a cliff, or, when I was a kid, I used to do a lot of horseback riding and out in the woods of Alberta with making lean-tos. I know, you look at me and go, really? She did that? I did with my little hat and my boots and had jeans and I was a little cowgirl. And, we go to these places that were so cavernous, and, you're a kid and you yell out and you go, hello, and it comes back to you, hello, 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 right? How many of you have had that experience? Yeah. And then, think about it. When you are putting out your intention, you are standing on a cliff shouting out, peace, and it comes back, peace, 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 peace. Abundance, 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 abundance. Whatever you are putting out there comes back to you multiplied abundantly. And standing out on the cliff, shout something. What are you going to shout? Right? What are you going to shout? Because whatever you're shouting out comes back to us multiplied abundantly. Whether it is love, or fear, or angst, or struggle, or joy. It's really up to us to make that choice. And so I'm daring you to stand out in your life and to shout out what it is that you desire. And I want to just talk about Marianne Williamson's poem that is so well known. And she says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. See, actually, those people in the story, right? It is our light that most frightens us, not our darkness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I to be brilliant and talented and gorgeous and fabulous and rich and whatever else it is you want? Actually, who are you not to be? Because you are God. And what I mean by God is not the egotistical or the God in the sky. I mean, you are greatness. You are greatness on demand. What if you actually embodied that and said, yeah, I'm gonna really operate from that place of greatness in every choice I make, in everything I say, in everything I do. You playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine. We are all meant to shine. And so it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And can you allow your light to shine? The theme this month is light. Light, let it shine. Because when we do that, then we unconsciously allow other people shine. We give them permission. And this is more of Marianne's poem, as we liberate ourselves from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So can you accept the premise that when you change your internal state, then you don't need the external world to provide, that you've already provided for yourself. You've already shouted out what it is you want, and it's coming back to you, multiplied abundantly. So to live in truth and courage is to invite the intimate, the individual relationship you have with your own spirit, and to walk this journey with grace. Walk this journey with grace. And so, I invite you to put your hands on your heart and breathe into that beautiful heart space and take a moment and say, yeah, what am I going to shout out? What am I going to shout out and declare for myself? Knowing that it comes back to you multiplied abundantly. This is your intention. Creates that inner tension that pulls you towards it and pulls it towards you. So breathe it in, embody it. We can't just think it. We need to feel it. We need to feel it and take that energy into ourselves. And then go out into the world and take action. Walk the journey with grace. Namaste. Thank you. So, as the baskets go around, I invite you to take out what you have to honor and give to the center today, knowing also that as we give on the physical, except money is energy, but as we give, as we serve, it does come back to us multiplied abundantly. So I invite you to give from an open heart. And we're going to stand up and sing Circulate.
Yeah, circulate. How does this go again? Woo. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Circulate my love right now. Circulate my love. 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 And it returns to me. Woo! Multiplied abundantly. Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. Everybody say it. My joy right now. Circulate my joy. Woo! Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. And it returns to me. Woo! Multiplied abundantly. Circulation across the nation. It's a love vibration around the world and beyond.
And what I know and recognize right here, right now, is that there is only one power, one presence of love, of divine light, of good that is ours to use. And so I recognize this goodness in each and every person here today, each and every person online who also gives so generously from their hearts. And I recognize that in each and every person that I see and meet and connect with for this incredible goodness that is filling the universe, that is what the universe and everything that comes from it is made of, is the power, the presence of light right here, right now. And I am so grateful for knowing this. I am so grateful for each and every person here today. I am grateful to recognize that the light is in each and every person that I see. And so I give thanks for that. and I release my word as law. As law, because there is no separation. My word is law, and the moment my word is spoken, there is a vibration that goes out into the universe and is fulfilled within that law. And so I release, I let go, and I let it be so, and together we say, and so it is.
Circulate my gift right now. I circulate my gift. Circulate my gift right now. I circulate my gift. Circulate my gift right now. I circulate my gift. Circulate my gift right now. I circulate my gift. And it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. And it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. Oh, woo. Yes, man.
Oh, Brendan. He's got a lot of energy that's circulating. Okay, out in the lobby today, you can buy your gift card. If you need a gift card for a stocking stuffer, they're all out in the lobby. So, and Tasha and Margaret Ann are taking care of that today. So thank you so much, ladies. And then we have prayer on Monday. Again, you can go to Zoom and click on the Zoom link. 8 a.m. You can just sit and receive prayer, contemplation, meditation. And then we have our book of the month. This is the book, Embers. Wow, what an incredible, beautiful piece of inspiring work. So that is our book of the month. And then we have next Wednesday is meditation at 7, from 7 to 7:30. And then we have class from 7:30 to 9. And this week will actually be the last class, and then we're going to take a break. So we will take a break, and we're going to work on just improving your life, improving relationships. And then we have caroling sing-along next Sunday with Fran and her cousin, who has an incredible voice. Fran's providing all the song charts, and lunch provided as well. So join us after service next Sunday. And then we have our candlelight service on the 22nd. On the 29th is our annual Burning Bowl ceremony. That's where you get to release the old and invite in the new for 2020. And always a great service, popular service where you get to use paper and really let go and burn into the universe what you're releasing and invite in that new. And then we have on Sunday, January 12th, we're going to make survival kits for the homeless. We're starting to take donations. We'll have a table set up for next week and start taking donations. There is a list on our website of very specific its to donate, and then we put them all together. And what you get to do is take them and have them in your car, and you actually pass them out to the person so that you actually see that person and you can see their light within. And then we have on January 31st and February 1st, Michel Pascal. He is a meditation teacher from France. He studied in the Himalayas. He's got a couple of concerts at Carnegie Hall, and this will be his first time in Canada releasing excerpts from his new film, Never Alone, that he produced with Deepak Chopra on suicide prevention, as well as giving a concert and a meditation. And all the information for that is up on our website. And I think that's it. Yes. Thank you to Brian and Rustin and our very playful Brendan and Aiden today, and Kim on camera, Cohen on sound. thank you to our Sacred Service team, and Judy will be available in 10 minutes if you need or would like to have spiritual mind treatment with her. That'll take place back in the prayer room. And that's it. Thank you to everybody online. Thank you to all of you. Have an amazing Sunday, and we are going to kick it off with one big family.
What do I play on this one again? I think I do something. Okay, one, two, three,
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you need. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Take it away, Brandon. Woo! Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of what we come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.